Live from the happiest place in the Lone Star State, welcome back to the Talking Mickey Project. TMP is your home for Disney fans of all abilities. Now, it's your host, Emma.
Hello, everyone. Oh, thank you, Mommy.
Hey, everybody.
Happy Veterans Day.
Happy Veterans Day.
What was I saying?
I don't know what you said,
Oh,
but it's Veterans Day.
Yeah.
Veterans. Veterans. Thank you, all the veterans, right?
yeah.
So, what is going on tonight? Emma Doodlebug. That's what we call you sometimes. So let's say hi to who's here. Who's here? Sarah is here. Good to see you, Sarah. And John is here. He's looking at us.
I won. I won.
You, eyes?
No, I won.
Oh, okay. Eyes wide. I got it. And your mom is here. Good to see her. Hello, hello, hello.
Don't know how we're going to do these questions for tomorrow.
They're already done. There's Mike. Crazy Mike's Fun Channel. Good to see you, Mike. Mary is here. Hey, Mary. Good to see you. Yep. Before we start, it's supposed to be red, white, and blue. Before we start, please smash the like button and share the video. Let's get more friends here to celebrate our veterans.
We hit the black card.
No, I hit the red one. That's how it translated. So anyway, John says, much appreciation to all the veterans. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Not me. I'm not a veteran, but thank you for sharing that because we want all the veterans to know they are appreciated. Your Cajun Mama subscribed to your channel last night.
What's her username, Mommy?
Well, we'll look at it later. And Kathleen is here. Hey, Kathleen, how are you doing? And John found the flag. I couldn't find the flag emoji, John.
It's not on YouTube.
Yeah, it must be on a different one, huh?
I think it's on the phone.
Maybe it's on the phone version. Skipper Dadalorian, that's me. The best I can be as a Dadalorian. So, oh my goodness, what is all that craziness? What is all that crazy?
What?
Emma had Whataburger, and evidently they emptied the onion container onto her burger because my nose is starting to curl over here. Diced onions, yes. Well, tonight, guys, we wanted to help recognize veterans out there. We're going to share.
Oh, okay, Mommy.
What?
Mommy can click fine.
It's okay. Listen, so we're going to pay attention. Pay attention. Don't get distracted by the comments. Okay? We're going to look at the comments later, but right now we're talking. Are you listening?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to help people out there recognize veterans in their family. So if you have a member of the service that's in your family or was in your family or has served in the past, let us know because we have photos to share with who?
Yeah.
All of your friends, Em. We've got photos from our family to share with you. I wish we had photos from like my cousin Ronnie. That would be cool. And others, but what we do have are the great-grandfathers and grandfathers.
You mean little Ronnie, right?
Yes, little Ronnie. He was in the Coast Guard.
Oh.
That's right.
We could have asked him.
I know we didn't have time, but yes, we do have some photos. So let's go. Let's show.
You forgot to put that on there.
Why don't you keep focused and show me? Well, I'll show you. How about this? Why don't we start with talking about some of your veterans in your family? So why don't we start talking about who we call Papa Barron?
Papa.
So he was my grandfather, Emma's great-grandfather, and he was in World War I. You ready? I'll put the picture up. You can talk about him. There he is. So his name was Wilton George Barron, and he was a mess sergeant in World War II in the Army.
He also was a cook, and he was also...
That's right.
Or is a Cajun.
Well, he was from Southeast Louisiana, so he spoke Cajun French. and he was a cook, and then he became a mess sergeant. So he was all through France and Germany and different parts of Europe in World War II. And he was stationed at Fort Sam Houston here in San Antonio when he was getting out of the Army. And that's around when he met your great-grandmother, who you're partially named after, because she was from this area of Texas. So isn't that pretty cool? You're kind of cut off. There you go. That's better. So this is Wilton George Barron, and he's Emma's great-grandfather. He was in the Army in World War II.
I think somebody knew in a comment.
Okay, we'll get to the comments in a second. This is another couple of pictures of him. Can you see? Over there. There you go.
Oh, like in the office.
Yes, this is a presentation thing that my dad did for his dad. And you can see some of the patches from World War II, his dog tag, his service stripes, and as well as some of his medals. And also a couple of other photos. So the photo there in the bottom left is a photo of him in his cook's outfit, his chef's outfit. Isn't that something? So he was I think a sergeant first class. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what it was.
Well,
in World War II.
Mom.
Well, I don't know if Mom knows, but Grandpa definitely knows. So that was Wilton George Barron. That's Emma's great-grandfather. This is Emma's other great-grandfather from when he got married, right?
No, wait.
Papa Cochran. His last name was Cochran, and his first name was Frederick, so Freddie Cochran, and he was in the Army as well. We don't have a picture of his in his Army outfit, his uniform, but we also don't have a picture of his medals and everything, his service stripes and everything, but we do know he served in the Army in World War II, and that's a picture of him. So those are your two great-grandfathers. And now,
yeah, I did not meet Papa Cochran because he passed away when you were little.
He passed away when I was young.
So like Emma Green.
Exactly. So yeah, so you never got to meet him, but I'm sure he would love you very much. And
I think he was on a Hawaii video clip that Grandpa showed us.
We had some old video, but it wasn't Hawaii. It was a camping trip. Yeah. Who's this person?
Grandpa.
That is my dad.
I know, I said Grandpa.
Wilton Watson Barron. And he was in the Air Force.
Yeah.
He was a sergeant in the Air Force, and he was in Vietnam. So he served during Vietnam. And look at that cool flight jacket. It's got the furry collar and the leather jacket. It's pretty cool.
I still have it.
I don't know if he still does or not. But the jacket, you can see his hat has the insignia for the Air Force up there. And this is a picture of the medals and stuff that he has from when he was in Vietnam. So you can see the unit he was in. You can see the pin from the hat. You can see his dog tag and the medals that he had and his stripes, sergeant stripes. So I think he was a sergeant first class, I believe, too. But he can correct me if I'm wrong. He's in the chat. Or he will be, I think, with Grandma. So. And this is one other picture we had. This is from, I believe, it's from the graduation when he went into the Air Force, I believe. I got sent this today. I don't know if that's 100% right, but I think it might be. So that was my dad, your grandfather. And here we go. Ready? Who's that?
Kaka.
That is Melissa's dad. That's Emma's mom's dad. So Emma's grandfather on her mom's side. And he was in the Army during the early 60s, and he was stationed in Germany. And his name is Lloyd Template. What?
The reason I call my mom Kaka is because I couldn't say my P when I was little.
Yeah, so you just pronounced it a little bit differently, but there's nothing wrong with that. So there you go. That's Lloyd Template, and he was in the Army. I don't know what rank he was at, though. Maybe Mom can tell us in the chat. This looks like probably an early picture when he first went in, I would imagine. So let's see, guys, who is in the chat with us. John went to get his food. Be right back. DoorDash is here. That was a little bit ago.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right, Jack is here. Hey y'all.
You meant the animal person.
It's down here somewhere. I haven't gotten there yet. And let's see. Let's put some notes up. World War II, the M1 Garand had one disadvantage in that it fired the last round. The stripper clip would pop out and make a loud ping. So to use that as an advantage, the soldier would throw a spare empty stripper. Gotcha. So that the people on the other side would think that they were out of bullets. Interesting. All right. And this is who you're talking about. Annabelle Hayes says hi. If you're new, Annabelle, I'm not sure if you've been here before because I've been on every show like Emma has. But if you haven't, we're going to give you a virtual first visit button.
Yeah.
So welcome to Talking Mickey Project.
He also put he won't be here for long.
That's okay. I'm glad you stopped by. There you go. Let's see. Kathleen says, my great uncle was in the Canadian Infantry Division Army. He was in Dieppe. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it. Dieppe, France?
Maybe.
And Crazy Mike says, my dad was an engineer in the Army. So he was in the Corps of Engineers in the Army. They have the little castle. It looks like a castle insignia.
Oh.
And I mentioned on the past live stream that my mom was in the Army. She was a translator working to translate things from Korean to English and vice versa, but wasn't on the battlefield. Well, a lot of people serve in the military and are not necessarily on the battlefield, but that's pretty cool. She's a translator. And that was really important because they needed to know, right? They had to convert it to different language so that the people that were there could understand what was happening.
Mary also said that her aunt was in the Air Force for a while.
I see this. It says my Aunt Laura was also in the Air Force for a while. You got to stop getting ahead of us.
I'm reading them.
I know, but you should read it while we're here. Look over. All right. That way we're all together. All right. DizFan. Hey, DizFan 9212. Hello, Emma and Skipper Dad. Sorry I'm late for tonight's live stream. Nope. Glad you're here. No problem. Jonathan says, to Emma's great-grandparents and Emma's grandparents, thank you for your service. Hope y'all have a blessing Veterans Day. That is very nice, Jonathan. Thank you. Crazy Mike says, Skipper Dad, I sent you a pic of my dad's patch and hats after he passed away. I glued them on a board and sent it on. Oh, okay. I'll take a look.
I'll see it actually.
We'll take a look for that. Thanks, Michael. Appreciate that. And he was, okay. This is what your Kaka, your grandfather on mom's side, was a specialist fourth class. That's right. Specialist fourth class. There you go. And he was in the Army. And hey, Kevin Mays. Go Emma, Jonathan's uncle. All right. Thanks for being here. Very cool. And yep. And Jonathan says, my uncle is on. Well, you know what we ought to do? I don't know. First visit button for Jonathan's uncle. There you go.
I like that, Jonathan.
There you go.
I like my echo. Finally, a quote, fourth announcement.
She is blasting our ears out in this little room that we are in. The Talking Mickey Project studio.
Oh, maybe can come in here.
All right. Let's see what else is going on. Jedi Magic and more. And happy Father's Day to your dad, Patrick.
He's veteran.
That's right.
You said father.
Oh, I said Father's Day?
Yeah.
Oh, happy Veterans Day to your father. Right? Yes, that's what I'm saying. I got to make sure I got my words twisted or didn't get my words twisted. But he served for a long time. So thank you, Patrick, for your dad's service as well. Mary, my Uncle Jack served in the Vietnam War, but never talked about it because of the PTSD he had as a result.
We know.
War is nothing positive, and it causes a lot of challenges for a lot of people. And we hear a lot about PTSD from people who were in Vietnam. We also hear about it from other conflicts.
We actually know somebody who has that.
That's right.
That's grandpa.
Oh, look. Jonathan Knuckles says, that's awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And Patrick says, thank you. I'll pass your Veterans Day wishes on to him. Thank you,
Thank
Patrick.
you, Patrick.
Appreciate that. All righty. So we were going to just kind of have some fun tonight and talk and ask you guys questions and see. But when we thought about it some more, we said, well, let's just get some photos and let's talk about Veterans Day. And we're happy to continue doing that. But if you guys want to talk about anything else, we can. We don't really have an agenda for tonight other than that.
If there's a fun night where they'll all go in the title.
It's just for fun. Tomorrow night is trivia.
Yeah.
Trivia tomorrow night will be on, it's part of our Imagineer series. And tomorrow night will be about who, Emma?
Mary Blair.
Mary Blair. Disney Family Trivia Night tomorrow night is about Mary Blair.
But put your thinking cap on, folks.
One of the most famous Imagineers out there from the classic times. And you know what? After that, not this Saturday, tomorrow night, but the next week, guess who we're talking about? Harriet Burns. Now, Harriet Burns was the very first female Imagineer. So that's why we wanted to do that one, so people could learn more, because not a lot of people know about Harriet Burns. And then also Rolly Crump. Why? Because he had some of the craziest things, right? He was very talented. He came up with the idea for the Museum of the Weird. That's right. That eventually turned into the Haunted Mansion. But Rolly Crump is going to be on the 26th. On the 19th is Harriet Burns. And tomorrow night is Mary Blair. So there you go. Imagineer series. Let's see what else.
Mom put there walking the final episode of Math.
What's the name of it? Goodbye, farewell, something. What's the name of that episode? Because it had a name that I sort of remember, but it was a very famous episode. Lots of people watched that when it went off the air.
It's quite sad that the whole set caught on fire.
Well, it was in the mountains, and they have wildfires there.
Yeah, forest fires a lot.
All right. Mike says, in World War II, the B-29 bombers would remove the rear machine guns since they flew around 400 miles per hour. The Zeros could not catch them. Well, that was an advantage to them, that's for sure, in the Pacific. Mary says, I hope everyone who has PTSD, veteran or not, is able to get the help they need. On a lighter note, I'm looking forward to trivia. Thank you, Mary. I agree. People need to seek help if they have some challenges, because there are a lot of people out there. There are a lot of people out there who are willing to help. And there are a lot of services available for people that have PTSD.
My grandpa is still trying to cope with it.
A lot of people that have been in the service have challenges like that. So it's nothing to be ashamed of, and there's a lot of help out there. But yeah, thank you for about trivia tomorrow night too. I think it's gonna be fun. Emma's mom did the trivia questions before she went out of town, so
thank you, Mom.
They are ready to go about Mary Blair. To save weight is why we took them off. Yep. And Kevin May says, Veterans Day is amazing. Did you know many veterans continue to serve our country, by joining the reserves and continue to serve today? That is true. A lot of people that are in the military full-time are what they call active service. And then when they're in the reserves, they stop being in active service. They can stay in the military as a reservist. So they're there if the military needs to call them into active duty again. And they have some responsibilities while they're a reservist, but it's not a full-time job anymore.
So it's half-time job for them.
Yeah,
so it doesn't mean
sort of part-time. Yeah.
So it doesn't mean go fretful for them.
Well, it's because they have other jobs. They have families and everything else. So they go into the reserves and they're called up if they need to be.
And
we've known people that were No, Grandpa was not that.
Or
Or Papa Barron. No, he wasn't in the reserves to my knowledge.
Well, Coco.
But he was in a war for many years, so that was plenty.
Well, Coco, mommy.
I don't know. But my point is, a lot of people we've known several people over the years who are in the reserves, and we still do. I still do through work. So, yep. My sister is a psychologist, so one of her clients. Oh, I see. Okay. I think it was clients.
Oh, Patrick said it.
There you go.
Go long, farewell, and amen.
I knew it. I forgot about amen, but that was the name of the last episode of MASH.
Why did they say amen?
That's just what it was. That was the name of the episode. So long, farewell, and amen. When you amen sort of mean, well, biblically, amen means sort of like I agree, right? So it's how you end prayers.
Mike put the whole thing actually.
Oh, here it is.
Okay.
My sister is a psychologist, and one of her clients is a big DW fan. Oh, Disney World fan. So like me. So her mom and dad drops her off at the con, and we look after her for a while as she's at the con.
Aww.
Okay. There you go. I'm wondering what the subject for trivia nights for December will be.
Well, we might be out of town for a few days.
Well, that's okay. What do you think? We were talking about extending trivia and doing some other Imagineers, weren't we?
Yeah.
Who were you going to add?
We were going to add Alice Davis.
Oh, Alice Davis. That's right, because she just recently passed away.
Yeah.
You could do Alice Davis and Mark Davis, because Mark was her husband. Yeah, that would be a great idea. Do y'all have any ideas for what Emma should do for trivia in December? Last year, we took December off.
Yeah.
We just did replays. But since we'll be home for at least most of December, we can still do some trivias and stuff. Emma's mom says that her dad was in the Army for 2 years, stationed in Germany.
Don't put Army, question mark.
Army.
I know, but you want a question mark.
Army, question mark. Yeah, he's following up on somebody else's comment, I believe. He was stationed close to the North Sea. Ooh, it gets cold. You know, it's 50 degrees in San Antonio right now.
Look, we got a cold one, Mama.
It's cool.
So make sure you come over to put the heater on.
And Kevin says, we can't wait to take the Disney cruise to Disney Island. Oh, Disney's Island in February. Wow. Yeah. Any advice on what we should do? We have never been on a Disney cruise. Do you want to go on one day? Look at the face. I don't know. I would love to. I think Disney cruise would be cool.
Yeah.
And guess what Mary says? See, I was thinking this too, Mary. Tony Baxter trivia would be good. Yeah, Tony Baxter is probably one of the most influential Imagineers in the last couple of decades. And Joe Rohde, right? Joe Rohde would be cool. When I used to go to the VA with my dad, I would wait in the lobby watching movies on a laptop with speakers, and other vets would sit down and watch the movies. There you go. You get to meet some people. And Patrick says, I would like to mention a voice actor who, while not a Disney voice actor, has made many a person's childhood, has passed away today. Rest in peace, Kevin Conroy. Oh, okay. So what voice acting did Kevin Conroy do? Because I'm not placing him at the moment.
I can't remember.
If you can tell us some more, Patrick, that'd be cool.
I don't think he was probably on other kid cartoons back then, probably like Dexter's Laboratory or
Dexter's Lab? I don't think it. Let me look. Was it Kevin Conroy?
Yeah.
He was. Oh, legendary Batman voice actor.
Oh, the cartoon Batman?
Yes. Legendary Batman voice actor.
Oh, that's what they play Batman.
Yeah. Well, let's show a quick picture of who Patrick's talking about, because I just did a little quick screenshot.
Your motor's running. The fan
My motor's running.
No, your fan.
The fan on the computer's running. Yes, it is.
That's because it's getting warm.
That's okay.
that you can happen with my click.
Oh, here you go. Kevin Conroy, iconic Batman voice actor, dies at 66. Wow, he was pretty young.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, there you go. Thanks for bringing that up, Patrick.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. All right, let's go back.
Oh, Dog's uncle had to go here. Put Dog's little cousin to bed
Oh, okay.
before.
Thanks for joining, Kevin. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
He played Batman from 1992 to 2022. Wow, that's a long time. Wow. Okay. Great show. Yep. Thank you again, Kevin. Appreciate you being here. Your mother says I control the temp in the house. Well, we can change it if we need to. What I was saying was that it's 50 degrees outside, and it's probably cooler than that now. Let's see. Because it was 50 and the sun was still up earlier. Yeah, now it's 47 in San Antonio. We're in South Texas. I don't know why it should be 47 degrees down here. But it is. So anyway, that's pretty cool, right? Let me take the other that comment off. So what else do you want to talk about? You got questions for your friends out there? We've been going for about a half an hour, just under a half an hour. So what are the questions or things would you like to ask your friends while they're there? You got 17 friends watching.
John put, I understand Walt worked as an ambulance driver in World War I. That is true.
That is true. John, he was a volunteer ambulance driver. He was not in the military. Let's see.
Mom put it 67 here.
57?
60.
67. Wow. Okay, well.
Well, the conference coming here tomorrow, because you guys gonna rain over there.
Yeah. It was raining heavy duty a little while ago here, and that's
no thunder though, I think.
Yeah, just heavy rain and wind. So John, you were correct. He was an ambulance driver. And I'm going to show you. I just pulled this picture real quick. See if you notice what's on the back of the ambulance. This is a famous photo of him when he was a driver. Let's see if we can upload the picture without sitting here for a month and a half. There you go. So you see the cartoon on the back there? He was a driver for the Red Cross. And that is Walt in World War I. Isn't that something? That ambulance does not look like the ambulances of today. That is for sure. All right.
Mary put, it rained all day where I live, but I didn't mind too much.
I didn't either today when it rained. Yeah. It was nice to hear. It was raining pretty hard. And we don't usually get that here. It's relatively dry in San Antonio. It's humid, but we don't get a ton of rain. So.
Well, the earth needed it.
The earth needed it. The earth cried forth like in the land ride, and it started to rain.
Oh, yeah.
Living with the land. Jonathan says it was 79 degrees when my grandfather and I went to San Antonio Auto Show, but then we left the auto show. It was 60, and tonight it's 51. Wow. So you went to the auto show? That's pretty cool. I didn't know that was going on. I know Jonathan likes cars.
Yeah.
He's a big fan of the automobile. That is for sure.
I like seeing the old style version.
I bet he drew that on the ambulance. He did. As far as I know, John, he did. He did a lot of drawing when he was overseas, and some of it was actually on the ambulance. Mike says, when we used to drive my dad to the VA in Brooklyn, I would bring an RC car, and when there was room in the dirt parking lot, I would drive it, and the other vets would sit back and watch me drive like a nut. There you go. I bet you made some friends, huh? That was cool.
Kathleen put,
pretty cool.
It snowed out last night when we live in Canada.
Wow. 5 centimeters, about 2 inches. Wow. I didn't even think about snow already, but
No,
yeah.
No.
When we lived in Tennessee, we had snow, and when we've lived in San Antonio a couple of years ago, we had snow for a week. It stayed for a week, but that's unusual for San Antonio. But it is kind of cool to see out the Alamo in snow. I wonder how many shorts Disney made for the war. Well, he made a bunch for World War II, that's for sure.
But Disney did not release them to the public, though.
Well, some of them were. He did some that were not really entertainment. They were filmed for training. But I don't think he did any in World War I. He did them for World War II. But that would be a cool trivia, is to talk about Walt Disney and what they did for the war effort in World War II. Well, some of it is probably not stuff that people would recognize today. He did a lot, or Walt Disney Studios did a lot of mascots for military units and planes and things like that. They did the mascot drawings. I went to San Antonio. It was a great day to have a great time at the auto show. That's cool. Did you already do trivia on Disney movie Fantasia? I don't remember, but if you haven't, that would be a good topic. We have not done that.
Because they was already bring back the Cosmic already.
No, this is Fantasia.
I know, but
the film.
I'm talking about the show that it's based on.
Well, we have not done that. But Fantasia would be an interesting one. That was one that Walt was particularly interested in doing, and a lot of people did not believe that it was going to do very well. And it probably didn't do as well as it could have. But Fantasia would be a good one because there was a ton of innovation that happened in that. Let's see. John says we finally got some rain here in Southern California.
Oh, God's asking, where did you get your skirt?
However, I would like to get together with Emma. There you go.
I'm already doing it that close already.
Oh, okay. That's all right. Where did you get your shirt, Skipper Dad? Really cool. I got this on...
And he tied him out.
On Etsy.
Yeah.
I got it on Etsy. And it's a design I've seen since. It just says the Dadalorian. It's got the little, where it is there, the Mandalorian guy. And it says, this is the way.
What?
And Emma's is cool. It's got Mickey looking out of her pocket.
Ooh.
All right, sit. This month, they are doing some special things on the Star Wars Lego game Castaways.
Oh, really?
Yes. They have different things you can win and all that stuff. An event related to the Mandalorian. So they have different costume things and stuff your character can get.
That's what they did for Fortnite.
Yeah, that's a game that I can play on my iMac. So that's one I play sometimes. All righty. What else is going on? Emma's listening to the cat. Emma, cute shirt. Well, yeah, I don't know. What else you want to talk about? Because we're 34 minutes in. You look bored. You are not bored. I know you. You've always got 1,000 things going on in your head. So, you want to talk a little bit more about what's coming? Oh, I know one thing we could talk about. That'd be kind of cool. I love both your shirts, says Mary. Thank you, Mary. One of the things I was thinking about was, have you ever had Thanksgiving dinner at Walt Disney World or Disneyland at one of the restaurants, or maybe one of the restaurants at a Disney hotel? Have you ever had Thanksgiving dinner at Disney? If you have, tell us about it, because we did. Emma and me and Emma's mom had remember where we had Thanksgiving dinner? Remember, it was at the Epcot Italy Pavilion, and I think it was at Tutto Italia. I believe it was the name of the restaurant. I think that's where we were. We were living in Florida at the time, and we went there for Thanksgiving, and we had Italian food for Thanksgiving, and that was a cool memory. Michael says, no, not yet.
Oh,
Never know.
Don't ask everything a pre-order the season 3 of
Oh no,
Mandalorian.
I haven't seen that yet.
Not put yet. Mommy put yet.
Yep, Tutto Italia. That's where we had Thanksgiving dinner in Disney World one time. Only once. But if you've ever had Thanksgiving in Disney World, let us know.
Or Disneyland.
Or Disneyland, that's right. All righty. John says closest that came is a turkey leg. That's pretty close.
Yeah.
That's
The
pretty
turkey
close.
leg at Disney World.
And you know, the place that has food that is similar to a Thanksgiving meal, or at least it used to be, was the Liberty Tree Tavern in Walt Disney World, in Liberty Square.
Why they stop doing it?
I don't know if they may not. They may still do it. But that was a place that had something like a Thanksgiving dinner. And they do it in different places on Thanksgiving Day, but we chose to go to the Italy Pavilion and have Italian food for Thanksgiving. This year, we're planning to have my parents visit, Emma's grandparents, and some family friends, I hope. Wink, wink. You know who you are if you're watching. And we're going to have Texas barbecue. Rudy's barbecue is what we're planning. And it's all ordered. And it's going to be delish.
By Ruby.
Delish.
By Ruby.
By Rudy's. That's right. All right. If your shirt does 88 miles an hour, will it go back to 1955? I don't think so. It is a Dadalorian, not a DeLorean. But you know what's interesting? Since we said that.
Mandalorian meet the Landalorian.
No. What I was going to say is that the DeLorean Motor Company that used to produce the DeLorean car, well, the name was purchased, and there's a new DeLorean company working in San Antonio. This is the home of the new DeLoreans. Let me see if I can find a picture. See if I can find a picture of the new vehicle. It's pretty cool looking. Yeah. This is a picture of the gull wing of the new DeLorean is a callback to the old DeLorean.
It's not an electric car.
I don't know if this is a concept car or one they're actually getting ready to produce. But either way, it is pretty cool. What do y'all think of this as a new DeLorean that they'll be manufacturing in San Antonio?
Well, I know one thing. Your work will probably make a remake of Back to the Future.
Oh, probably not. All right, guys. So here's the picture. San Antonio, the DeLorean Motor Company. What do y'all think of that? That is pretty awesome, I would say. If I could shoehorn my butt into one, I would drive it all day long. It looks pretty awesome. Look at the size of the door to be able to get into the back, I guess. Very cool. So anyway, let's see. Wow, cool, Mike says. My grandfather and I checked out a Ford F-150 Lightning. Oh, yeah, that's the electric pickup. They call it the Lightning. That's a cool name. That's pretty cool, John.
I have a question about it.
Will it have a flux capacitor? I would bet that a lot of people are going to install flux capacitors.
Yeah.
It's an electric vehicle, so technically it runs on
electricity.
What is it?
Electricity.
1.21 gigawatts. That's what the DeLorean in the movie did. I don't know how many watts this one was going to need. And John says, "Oh, take my money. Just take it. I want one."
I think that meme.
That is very cool. I would love one of those too. That is an amazing looking car. I don't know much about it in terms of cost or anything else, but I bet it's going to be really something. When I barbecue food, I would call myself Barb Cutest of board instead of Locutus. Michael is always got the jokes, man. He has always got the jokes. So anyway, yeah, that's a pretty cool looking vehicle. And the other thing is this is a little different story, but there are still a lot of parts from the original DeLoreans that are in a warehouse somewhere. I'm not sure. I think they're in Texas someplace, that they're actually manufacturing the old DeLorean out of old new parts. So you could probably still buy an old DeLorean, but it would be new. It's not the new one that they're producing today. It's old used parts. At least that's the last I remember.
Oh, like the mower and stuff?
The doors and the body
I
panels and
know, like the
windows,
motor.
windshields, all that stuff. Because that's what makes it look like a DeLorean, right? So anyway, electric car will always beat a gas off the line in a race since the electric motors come to full speed in a second. It's really true.
Oh.
Great, great, great acceleration. You got it. I have never ridden in a Tesla, but I would like to see how that fast acceleration.
You drove in a Mustang one time.
Yes, but
2 times,
Mustangs
actually.
Mustangs are not electric. At least not the one I rode or drove. The ones I've driven. So anyway, we have rented Mustangs in the past for Emma to be in parades with Fiesta Special, the Mustang convertibles. So, well, I have been talking a lot. You want to talk? Go ahead. Talk about whatever you want to talk about. Or ask for some friends. Quit looking at the thing and talk. I'm going to have to watch Back to the Future again soon. There you go. Such a good movie.
Reading it.
Such a good movie. All right. Well, talk. What do you want to ask people or talk to people about?
If you could take a DeLorean and a TARDIS and combine them, what would they be called?
If you could combine a DeLorean and a TARDIS, what would it be called? I have no idea, but it would look really weird. It would have phone box doors that open up. What?
It would be called a DeLorean.
A Delirious? Delirious. Or Delorious. You just made that up?
Yeah, it's a joke.
Nobody could tell.
It's a joke.
Oh my gosh, Emma, you are so crazy. I guess on that note too, what's going to be on Disney Plus?
Doctor Who.
Recent series and the new series.
Look, and David Tennant is coming back on the 13th finger.
And David Tennant's coming back, and Emma met David Tennant. That was cool. We got a picture with David Tennant.
Somewhere.
And who else?
Actress who played Amy Rose.
The actress who played Amy Rose?
Yeah.
Rose Tyler. She played Rose Tyler. Yeah.
Mom will remember her name. A Sonic character.
Yeah, we got a picture somewhere, but it was really cool. Emma painted a TARDIS.
I have no idea where that went though.
And we have a picture of David Tennant holding Emma's painting, going like with the TARDIS in it. That was pretty cool. Emma has got to meet some people and got to have some fun. So, and we get to tag along, which is always nice. So that's awesome. Met him for all of 3 seconds, her mother says. It was long enough to say hello and to get a cool picture.
I don't know where that
your
painting went though.
Your mama's poo-pooing on the memory. Don't do that. The 10th to 14th Doctors are going to be on. Wow.
Mike also said Donna Noble is coming back to
Doctor Who. Ooh, DW. Doctor Who.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, Don put 3 seconds. Yes, they look at Comic-Con, Don. In case you are confused.
You know how they do the thing where you buy a ticket to get a photo and you line up and they shuffle you through? Well, we had a little bit, it wasn't exactly 3 seconds. We had a little bit of extra time because Emma had her painting. So we told him about the painting and all that stuff. So it was kind of neat. Kind of cool. What else you want to talk about? Got any other jokes? Uh-oh. John says, I have a question. Yes, John.
Go ahead.
What is thine question?
What art thou your clicking?
What art thou questioning? What is it? Thy seeketh to get answer on, so to speak. I'm drinking my drink. Oh, now we calling the cat. Oh, well. I think we probably should get wrapping this up because it has been 46 minutes and we're kind of stalled on topics. But I guess to say again.
Wait a minute. No.
What?
Do y'all think Disney will remake Pocahontas?
Why? Why would they Why would they remake Pocahontas?
It was the underrated movie.
Oh, it's one of their underrated movies? I don't know. Maybe they do one. Who knows?
It'll be live action, though.
Maybe be live action. Yeah, that's probably true. You are probably correct.
Wait a minute.
John says, since Disney owns Star Wars, what crossover would you like to see with Disney movies? Good question. So Star Wars and Disney characters, what would you like to see? Because they did
Star Wars Weekend, and then Mickey and
John says Mandalorian and Pooh. That would be cool. All right, so we got to figure out who.
Will be.
So Piglet, would Piglet be Baby Yoda?
Yeah.
Grogu.
Kegger would be Mandalorian.
Pig Pooh, instead of Grogu. Pig Pooh, Piglet Pooh, Pig Pooh. I don't know, but that would be funny. That would be a cool one. I can't bring in warm or I can't bring in the cold. Oh, bother. I tell you what, Patrick has always got it. He remembers a lot of stuff from films. I think Star Wars is supposed to be in a world.
In Kingdom Hearts 4.
Oh, really, Mary? I didn't know that. That's interesting.
Might put the Spider-Man cake over the Doctor.
Now there could be some mashing up with the with Doctor Who, huh? That would be interesting to see. Time, space, right? Anywhere in the universe. That would have to include the galaxies far, far
Toy Story
away and a long, long time ago.
Toy Story with Buzz Lightyear.
Buzz Lightyear to be what? Would he be a good guy? Would he be a Jedi, or would he be a what?
He'll be Han Solo.
Maybe him.
He'll be Han Solo.
He could be Han Solo.
Yeah.
I'm thinking probably Woody would be Han Solo.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think? He could be Buzz Lightyear. Could be what's his name? General Grievous. We could put some extra arms on him and he could be General Grievous, like a robot type thing. I don't know. John says Stormtroopers in the next pirate movie.
Yeah, I didn't put
movie. Stormtroopers.
Mary put sponsor time.
I had a good time tonight. I think it is probably time because we're going to wrap it up and everybody's going to enjoy their Friday night some more with family and just chilling out.
Put my comment. Put my comment up.
Oh. A Dalek would see R2D2 and yell cousin.
I would argue cousin joking.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, bear with us. It is time. We are going to talk about the people that support Emma's channel among you, because you support Emma's channel by being here. And then also, I got to take the comment down. Good night and sweet dreams, says Sarah. Thanks for being here, Sarah. We appreciate it. So Storybook Trips by Bridget Langford. She is our Disney travel planner. So you can go to storybooktrips.com or you can go to Storybook Trips by Bridget Langford online. You can find it in social media or you can email her at bridget.langford@storybooktrips.com. Bridget,
banner.
What banner?
The banner's going to open.
I understand, but I am here. See what's on the screen?
Oh no, but when you
Thank you.
stop, you have to move on.
I understand how it works. Thank you. Emma is always thinking of the next thing recently for some reason.
Look.
She's like traveling in time 3 to 4 seconds ahead. I'm not sure. So Storybook Trips by Bridget Langford. Check her out. And also Junior's Kind Note Cafe. Junior does roasting of fair trade organic coffee, and you can find it at bossabilityinc.org/store. And benefits, the proceeds go to benefit nonprofit organizations. So bossabilityinc.org/store for Junior's Kind Note Cafe coffee. And Beyond Disability Texas, one day, it's kind of a running gag. One day, Emma will have her, Melissa will have her second episode because she has done, Melissa, okay, that's enough. Chill. She has done a lot of great interviews through audio, but we need some videos for her channel. So encourage Melissa, please.
Yeah.
And all of Emma's Patreon supporters.
Yeah.
So check that out if you want to do that. There's a Q&A last Sunday of the month via Zoom, and we just all get together and chat. So thank you to everybody who is supporting Emma through that.
Except for December. And except for December.
We will have them every month. We'll just probably move them around. So if you haven't been there already, go to talkingmickey.com for Emma's website. You can go to Disney Friends of All Abilities, Talking Mickey Project on Facebook for Emma's Facebook group, and Talking Mickey Project YouTube channel on Facebook for her Facebook page. And don't forget Emma's partner channel, Brian's West Coast Disney Adventure.
I think he was live earlier.
He might have been.
He will come out his recent trip.
Yeah,
review.
Brian just got back from Walt Disney World.
Oh, John's asking something about shrimp.
Okay. Thanks for tonight. It was fun. Good night from all three of us. Love y'all. Love you too. And this was fun. Thank you, Mike. We appreciate it. Is it a law in Louisiana you have to eat shrimps? When in Louisiana? It should be.
No.
If it's not,
crawfish.
it should be.
Or crawfish.
I'm jealous of all the good food that Emma's mom is having. She got off the plane and went to a seafood restaurant. Can you believe it? Emma likes crawfish. I don't know if y'all heard that. So, guys, we're going to wrap it up tonight. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you again to all the veterans for your service, protecting us, keeping us safe, as well as honoring us with all the things that you've done. So we appreciate it, and we are going to tell you good night. So say good night, Gracie. That's an old thing. Sorry. Go ahead. Say good night. Say good night. Say good night.
Hello. I always everyone thank you all so much for watching. Make a like, subscribe, and share the channel with your family, friends, and neighbors if you haven't yet. Till tomorrow night for trivia, guys. Night, guys. See you all tomorrow night for trivia.
Trivia about Mary Blair tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central Time.
Yeah.
Be there or be square.
Yeah.
It's Blair. Hashtag Blair.
Did it?